China's financial system is cracking, and nobody is talking about it. Ladies and gentlemen, something just happened, or at least, something is being whispered. Rumors are flying inside China's financial circles. Talk of restrictions, talk of liquidity stress, even talk that in some places money is getting harder to move. Now, before we go any further, let's be clear. We are dealing with signals, pressure points, and risk trends, not confirmed collapse. But when you connect the dots, it starts to look uncomfortable. First signal, foreign investors are leaving. For months now, overseas investors have been reducing their holdings of Chinese bonds. 10 months of decline. At one point, holdings dropped significantly from previous highs. That's not noise, that's a trend. And in finance, trends matter more than headlines. Second signal, the attractiveness is fading. China used to offer something simple, higher yield, higher return, worth the risk. But now, even countries like Japan are offering competitive yields with far less political uncertainty. So investors ask a simple question: why take extra risk for the same return? And when that question appears, money starts to leave. Third signal, the structural problem nobody wants to talk about. China's system isn't just an economy, it's a state-driven financial machine. A massive network of state-owned enterprises, local financing platforms, hidden liabilities. And here's the key issue. Not all of this debt is transparent. Not all of it is officially counted. But the interest? Oh, the interest is very real. Let's put it simply. When your interest payments keep rising, when your growth is slowing, when your population is declining, you don't need a crash. You just need pressure. And pressure builds quietly. Now add one more layer: global instability, energy prices, geopolitics, Middle East tensions. These things don't just stay over there. They hit supply chains. They hit costs. They hit confidence. And confidence is everything. Here's the paradox. Normally, when an economy slows down, prices cool. But when costs rise at the same time, you get something worse: weak growth, rising pressure. And that's where things get dangerous. Now let's talk about perception. For years, the narrative was China is stable, China is controlled, China is predictable. But markets don't believe narratives. Markets believe risk. And once risk perception changes, everything changes. So what are we really looking at? Not a sudden explosion, not a dramatic collapse overnight, but a system under increasing strain. A system where capital is cautious, investors are hesitant, and confidence is no longer guaranteed. And here's the most ironic part. The system that prides itself on control may be facing challenges it can't fully control. So no, this isn't about panic, but it is about reality. Because in finance, the biggest crises don't start with headlines. They start with quiet exits, silent shifts, and questions nobody wants to answer. And once those questions begin, they don't go away.